my feeling was that always Pricewaterhouse tried to deliver, very precise, thorough, and very seriously checked information about the company of Alpha Group. We could not imagine our activity without strong support from auditors and particularly PwC in our personal case.
People are probably one of our, is our biggest asset as a firm. And the value of our people is really the value that they bring not only to client relationships such as Alpha, but also to people within the firm.
Getting an efficient audit done is already a real value that you get from your audit firm. Where you've looked at at our international exposures, in particular looking at permanent establishment risks for our investment banking unit, which operates outside of Russia. And these kind of items for us are real value add that the Pricewaterhouse can provide.
The people in our firm, I think, means everything. It's the other half of our business, including the clients.
I believe that PwC are the leaders in the Russian market, and therefore I'm very happy to be working with and have PwC as our auditors.
It's people. So it is a very good organization in terms that you can work with different people, get experience from different people, and you also work with young people, which is very nice. It helps you to stay young as well.
It's one of the things that impresses me a lot about PricewaterhouseCoopers. We see you as a business partner. I find that Pricewaterhouse tend to look for the pragmatic solutions, trying to find the compromise between, let's say, maintaining the correct professional approach at the same time as trying to find the solutions that are acceptable to the business as well.
I'm also sometimes pushed to develop, so you have no luxury to stay at the same responsibilities, the same level as you are, and you are developing all the time.
You do tell us like it is, and we appreciate that. I would hate to have the situation where you don't tell us like it is, and then later on we have problems as a result of that.
I think the key here is to spend time with people and to listen to them and to try to understand what are their priorities, what exactly they are interested in.
I think PwC are very accessible, and more than that, I would say proactive. I find and very much appreciate that during the audit process, the moment that you are aware of potential issues coming up, things that need to be dealt with, very quick to note those down, bring them to my attention, and start working on issues early.
Working with a client like TNK-BP is very educational, very instructive. In some respects, it's a microcosm of what's going on in this marketplace where essentially Russian business practices, Russian culture is beginning to meet and interact with Western business practices and Western culture. And for people experiencing that, for our staff and partners experiencing that in TNK-BP, it gives a wonderful insight as to what actually is happening in Russia and Moscow.
I think one of the most important criteria is being able to work under the no surprises principle. So that's vitally important in a relationship like we have with PwC.
have a zillion ideas how to improve it, and I hope we can do it together with you.
Working on such a large client, you can actually learn a lot, from the client, from your different team members. If I look today, during the audit of Alpha Bank, we probably have about 12 team members out there. It feels like a real team when I'm out in the field, and they're really working together and sharing their experiences and collaborating and working with each other. So I think that's one of the great things about working on a larger engagement is the ability to understand the different people in the team and teach each other.
It is always very useful to listen opinion of global company because you absorb experience from all the world actually. So you could, focus that experience in particular areas. So it's very useful for us.
And once you say, I have an issue, I need help, it's amazing how the senior partners can throw away whatever's in their schedule and immediately meet on an hour's basis to discuss significant issues.
It just is ongoing. So the partner that works with the firm, with PwC with us, comes to see me on a regular basis. I know he meets with the CFO on a regular basis. We have non-auditing work that deals with some of our compliance and committee work and policy work. PwC comes to those committees at times, or has over the years. So I feel like I could send an email, pick up the phone, get a response, and I think that works both ways.
We have very good relationship among ourselves, and I can talk also about my team, UNM team. I think that we have the most special relationship out of all PwC, because we have a lot of business trips where these relationships are built, and actually we're like not a small already, but like a family in our department. And when you have this relationship, it's much easier to learn and develop.
Yes, PwC is a good name in the audit as an auditor, but for me, the people who work on the team are the people, they are not the company name. Human relations is what they form the base for long-term relations between the companies as well.
The auditor actually is a derivative from the Latin word to hear. So it's very important for auditors to listen. We don't necessarily do it all of the time. As I said, it's a discipline. I think we have to be open. We have to appreciate that the feedback is not negative feedback, but it's constructive feedback.
Combination of quality of job and of work and price and a lot of other parameters from our point of view rather in your favor than in anybody else. Until now, you are the winner in that competition.
It gives you ability to learn what you want. I want to work with retail, I work with retail. Some people want to work in mining industry or in chemical industry. They have this opportunity to learn. If you want to try yourself in other area, you can move. Therefore, the firm, I don't know any other firm that can give this opportunity to young people actually to try yourself. I think it's wonderful.
It's very precise and well-known list of people with whom we work within a long period of time. So it's easy for us to make a recommendation. And generally, we're of course very positive about recommend PricewaterhouseCoopers as the auditors.
We're building and continuing to build, a great PwC franchise here in Russia, and that the building is not done. There's still a lot to build, and so it's developing that pride among our people that they feel the same. It's developing the loyalty among our people that they feel the same, the biggest thing that keeps me at PwC is, the people.
If I am an instrument in a symphonic orchestra, I would be a violin, the prima violin, because this is the instrument which leads the music.
Piano. If you play the piano, you can actually play a lot of different plays. And let's say the variety of choice and combinations is almost unlimited.
In my role, I have to give direction. I have to give rhythm. I need to ensure that things are moving and they are moving forward. Probably drums.
If you go back to the usage of drum, the original usage of drums was to communicate, to pass messages on to people, to give people warnings. And I feel that this is the role that I have in finance. It's the guardian. I feel like the guardian of the bank, and I need to beat the drums when it's appropriate.
Drums, to be loud, so people can notice. They should know where you sit, because every time in the orchestra you always know where the guy who makes a lot of noise playing drums, they know why he sit over there, so I can go and ask him a question.
There's a little bit of the conductor element in it. It's actually the role that I have to play, as anyone would who's trying to hit all the musical notes across many different instruments.
It would be nice always to visualize myself as a conductor, but I think it's good as well that I learned the other instruments. Sometimes I think we end up playing the piano and the drums and the trombone and the violin, so that's how I think we interact with our staff.
In the orchestra, I probably work as a producer. I mean, not a conductor, but let's say as a producer. Try to organize this orchestra in a more efficient, rational way.
Cymbals. Because cymbals, you clash together and you have a big bang coming out of it. And I like conflict. So to me, that's clashing in conflict. But it's more importantly is the resolution then of that clashing in conflict.